Hello, viewers. Hello, fans. Hello, enemies. Welcome back. It's your friends at Wizards of the North. As you know, I am Derek, and I'm joined by Prismatic Bridge enjoyer Ryan.
I'm not skilled at it, but I enjoy the hell out of it. It's so janky.
And it's been a minute, but we're back again for a little bit more modern content. And I got quite a special video for you here today with today's decks. Down below, you'll see the names. I am playing what used to be my signature deck, Death and Taxes. Mm-hmm. A firmly tier 2 deck in Modern. Always terrible, never good, but still sometimes wins.
It was a lot better with, that was with Yorion back in the day that you ran this?
I mean, I played even before that, but that was my height, I think.
Okay.
I was really high on Yorion. Yorion was fucking great. His companions are busted. And then it fell pretty bad after that, so I took a break for a while, but now Fury's banned, and now I can live my dreams again.
Yeah, potentially.
Potentially, maybe. I mean, we've already mulled to 4 in classic Taxes fashion of just, all these cards suck. I'll just keep mulliganing until I find good ones. There are no good ones. And Orion is playing Death Shadow.
Yeah, this is kind of like an amalgamation of Andrea, or that's his name, right?
Yeah, Andrea Mengucci.
Yeah, Andrea Mengucci, his list that he made a couple of months ago, and the top performing Death Shadow list at the recent big event in Europe. So it's kind of an amalgamation of the two with my own little flavor.
Nice.
Kind of making adaptations and changes as we go, because some things work, some things don't.
Yes.
But we will see. It's kind of like a half Murktide, half Death Shadow.
Right, kind of the best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds.
The best cards from both decks and try to put all of them.
1 CMC spells that are going to quickly become 2.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, this list I copied from a old and I would say prolific Death and Taxes player. He goes by Death and Cat Mix.
Okay.
Does a lot of MTGO. He was on the old MTG Salvation forums back in the day, which was what people used before Reddit and Discord. I mean that's too old for my blood. I was here when I was like, ooh, Death and Taxes Reddit, wow.
ICQ.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah. So I got to read his list. So maybe the mulligan is actually your fault, Death and Cat Mix. Maybe you should build your deck better.
If I win, the credit is mine. If I lose, the fault is yours.
Yeah, exactly. If I won, I'm a genius. If I lose, it's the deck's fault. I did nothing wrong.
What is it Michael Scott says? I do want all of the credit with none of the blame.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. But Cat Mix, he's a bit of a prolific player. He's been playing Death and Taxes for a long time. He never gives up on it, and when the deck is bad, he just stops playing. He doesn't play anything else. He just stops playing. He's like, you know what's good? Touching grass. Touching grass is good, and here's a perfect opportunity. So I'm just gonna.
I guess that's a way to look at it.
Step away, and then when the deck's better again, I'll come back and do it. So, while he has some interesting takes that a lot of people don't agree with, the man rarely misses.
Yeah.
So we'll see if his list can
People are entitled to their opinion, so long as he's not hurting anybody else.
He sure ain't. So he's only hurting people's hopes and dreams when he crushes them on MTGO with shitty cards that everyone says, how did I lose to this bad 2-drop?
How dare he?
How dare he? But yeah, I mulliganed to 4. Very sad mulligan 4.
I kept a full grip, so
full grip, so we're off to the races.
I think we're sitting okay. We'll see.
Yeah.
But
I'll need some luck and a little bit of skill to get out of this one.
Yeah.
So without further ado, we have, of course, already mulliganed, and Ryan is going first, so I will allow you to make your first play.
Yeah. I'm going to shock in a Steam Vent, and then I'm going to pass over to you.
Alrighty, I will drop turn. Alright, we're back, boys.
Oh no.
I'm going to play at Plains and then pass to you.
Draw. Bloodstained Mire, which I will crack. And then I'm going to shock, and then I'll pass it over to you.
Sounds good. I will draw. I'll play Flagstones of Trocaire. Flagstones is a white land that when it's blown up, I get a new plane to replace it.
Okay. I'm not running any land destruction, so I think you're going to be fine.
Yeah, this is a bit of a Cat Mix special. He loves to put Flagstones in his decks just because it's basically free. Even though it doesn't really do anything, but I mean, it could be a Plains or it could be this.
Yeah.
So we're doing this, I guess. And then we're going to try to play a Leonin Arbiter. Leonin Arbiter is a 2-mana 2/2 that says players cannot search their libraries unless you pay 2 to ignore that effect for the turn.
And you've got 3 cards in hand now?
3 cards left.
We are gonna bolt him.
Pew! You got it.
Alrighty. So unfortunately, I'm sitting on a couple of fetch lands.
As the Shadow deck does, play a lot of fetches, wants to hurt itself aggressively.
For a blue and a red, I would like to expressively iterate.
That's allowed.
I'll put you on the bottom. That's a very easy choice.
Get that card out of here.
Exile that and put this into my hand.
It's free real estate.
Then I will play the Bloodstained Mire, as well as the Mishra's Bauble. I'm gonna crack this to look at your library.
Take a peek.
God damn it. I'll pay 1.
You love to see it.
Look for, what am I after now?
Yeah, Mishra's Bauble is funny because it, like on MTGO and I guess by extension, I'm not sure if Arena has Mishra's Bauble on it yet.
I'm not sure. I don't do. Well, it was in Brothers War, was it not?
Maybe.
So then it would be because it has all the
They
like.
must have included the like bonus sheet or whatever on
I
it.
believe they, yeah.
So yeah, when it comes to these digital clients, the interesting thing is that like you can look at your like opponent's top card. You can like emote however you want, because they can't see you. But in paper, it's a little weird. Where sometimes I can gain information on what might be on top based on how you react. Where sometimes if I'm playing weird cards, like maybe I'll play one weird card in my entire deck. There's like four copies of it, but it's like a weird card. And then my opponent bobbles me, and if they pick it up and then they like go to read it, I'm like, I know what card that is. Because it's like,
Yeah.
what else are they going to be reading?
That's fair. Yeah, that's true.
So it's a bit of a weird one.
Over to you.
Draw. I'm going to play a Thalia.
There she is.
There she be!
Cool beans.
I wish to guard Thraben with my pointy sword. And I'll pass to you.
Okay. Draw. What do we have? We're at 14.
14. You can send a shadow directly to the graveyard if you like.
I'm gonna play a swamp,
Yeah.
and then because I guess I might as well now, I'm worried about you having some sort of tricks.
Trixie. D&T is a bit of a tricksy deck. That's kind of why it's
I'm gonna
to play against.
normal cast
Yeah.
an Orcish Bowmaster. I'll create a little orc army, and I'll ping Thalia.
Yeah.
And then I will pass it over to you.
Yeah, I figured you might have had a Bowmaster, so I held off on Thalia for a couple turns there. We will draw. I will play a Plains. I'll play Leonin Arbiter.
I kept the opening hand because of Lightning Bolt Bowmaster, and I was like, I can deal with at least one.
Yeah, something is gonna die. That I can guarantee. And then I will pass to you.
Okay. Draw. I'm gonna normally play Steam Vents.
Normal summon Steam Vents.
Normal summon it, yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! Tactics here. Then I'm going to dash in a Ragavan.
Yes.
Then I'd like to move to combat and swing Ragavan at you.
Swing the muffin at me. Sure, we'll take this trade.
Cool.
Boop.
Then I will pass my turn.
All right, I'll untap. Draw. Let's play Leonin Arbiter.
Oh my Christ.
The third one, ladies and gentlemen, the third cat. Cat Jesus is in the building. I'm gonna back this up with a Giver of Runes. And I'll pass to
So I
you.
gotta kill him now, is what you're saying.
Yeah. We were asked yesterday, fellow wizard in front of the channel, Andre, was, asked us, how does Death and Taxes win? I don't know, kind of like this, I guess. I'm still not sure myself. You play a bunch of shitters and your opponent just groans until they
Piss
die.
my opponent off.
Yeah, I just want to piss off my opponent for as long as possible.
Okay, what can we do here? Do I have 3 black? I do. Cool.
3 black. Are we gonna get 2 rocked?
No.
All right.
I'm going to, first off, Thoughtseize you to see what that one card is.
Well, I go Solitude. Great card to be getting rid of
love to
that
see
in the
it.
Shadow matchup.
I really love to see that happen.
Yeah, Saltude is quite the bloat against a lot of Shadow decks, so...
Then for 2 black, I'm going to normal summon a Street Wraith.
Yeah! That's allowed.
Unfortunately, you would kill both Maboe and...
I have some pretty good blockers right now.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna pass.
All right. Let's untap. Let's draw. Huh. You know what? Maybe this deck's not so bad.
Oh my god.
I am going to cast a Sword of Light and Shadow.
Okay.
Equipped creature has suppression from white and black, and gets ++2, and whenever I deal damage to you with the equipped creature, I get to gain 3 life and return a creature from my graveyard to my hand.
Oh my god.
And I'm going to pass.
So I see how this is going.
We're crawling our way back in. We're crawling up from the Mull of 4.
We are...
We just got to survive a little bit longer.
Oh man, we are getting flooded here. I'm gonna play a Blood Crypt.
Uh-huh.
Then I'll pay 1 to sack the Fiery Islet to draw a card.
Wee wee.
How do I want to do this? Because if I do that, you're going to do that.
Well, Ryan's going over his plays here. This is one of the reasons why I really,
Apologies.
No, take your time. I can fill the air. Don't worry. I have some experience here. Back in 2017, this was my favorite modern matchup. Was Death Taxes versus Death Shadow, and I've talked to a few other Shadow players from that time, and they also enjoy this matchup a lot as well. The decks have changed a lot since then, of course. This is the same D&T deck from 2017, that'd be crazy. As well as, I don't believe Orcish Bowmaster was a legal Magic card back in
I don't think so.
2017. I don't think people were even thinking about Lord of the Rings cards being in Modern, but here we are. And we're seeing right now that, yeah, the matchup isn't as straightforward as you would think. There's a lot of decision points to be made.
I'm just going to get it out of the way, I think, because otherwise...
With Ryan here.
I'm going to Unholy Heat the Giver.
All right, in response, I will tap Giver, target Leon Arbiter.
Sure.
I'll give it protection from red.
Cool, and he's about to get pro black anyway, so I might as well swing out. Yeah, oh, pro red, okay, so he can still get killed. He can still bleed.
He can still bleed to black effects.
He still bleed his own blood.
Make me bleed my own blood.
I'm just gonna swing the Street Wraith.
I will take 3 damage.
Cool. Probably an unwise choice on my part, but it is what we will choose to do. And then I'll pass.
I mean, I've put you in a sticky situation here, so don't blame you having a hard time figuring out what to do. We'll untap, we'll draw. I'll attempt to equip my Leon Arbiter with a sort of light shadow.
Oh, you're good.
All right.
You are all kinds of good.
We're doing it, folks. I'd like to go to combat.
Sure.
I'd like to hit you for 4.
It's gonna happen.
When that happens, I'm going to gain 3 life, and I'm going to return. We'll return Giver for units to my hand.
Really wise choice. I've got mana for
play it.
Mana for days to play for Thalia.
Yeah, and then I'll play a Sonic Clearing for my land for turn, and then I'll pass back.
Okay. Draw. Jeez, Olu.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than it is to be good, friends. What can I say?
Polluted Delta.
Look, people ask, how do you win on a Mull of 4? And I gotta tell you, it's really, really easy. All you gotta do is make your opponent draw lands the whole game.
DRC.
Yeah.
I'll swing for 5. Or I'll swing for 4.
So now the question is here, is Ryan's last card Orcish Bowmaster? Because if it is, of course, me blocking here makes me very sad. Do not get a free attack. Giver just dies a horrible death to the eventual 2/2. So I think I'm going to play it safe here, and I'm just going to take 4.
Okay. And then I'll pass.
All right. I will untap. I will draw. Let's draw a card.
Sure. Bowmaster.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Bowmaster trigger.
And I will ping. So he's got pro black anyways.
He does. You can't touch him.
I will ping the Giver.
Sure. The Giver has 1 damage on it. All right. I will play a Ghost Quarter.
Sure.
Let's go to combat.
Yep.
I will attack for 4.
I will take the 4.
All right. I'll gain 3 life.
Yep.
And then we will return. I'm going to return another Arbiter to my hand.
Sure.
And then I'm going to play this Arbiter.
Sure.
And
yeah,
then,
I don't want to fetch right now anyways. I will cast Preordain.
Yep.
DRC trigger.
Yep. Do 1 surveilling. You do be surveilling.
I don't think we're going to be out here, but we're going to put Lightning Bolt in the graveyard. Scry 2. Actually, we're going to leave 1 on top.
And then draw that one.
Draw that one.
I have a 19.
Yeah, I unfortunately do not have a way out because
Yeah, do you have Delirium?
I do,
So you're going to be forced to attack with that DRC.
which, I mean, so I have another one that I could play.
Yep.
But the problem is you already have pro black. You can just give it pro red and
can.
swing at me for lethal. So,
Yeah, because the third part is that you need exactly Unholy Heat to stop that play from going through.
But again, even then you just give it pro red.
Well, I would have to give it pro red to get through the second DRC, so I can make sure I hit you, and then in response you kill it. But
Yeah.
I would probably do that and like make you have it, because I'm still in a pretty good spot. Because then you kill this Arbiter, I don't get the Lightning Shadow trigger, but I just move this over to the other Arbiter, and then I'm putting you in check again.
I was
turn.
pretty hooked as soon as the artifact came out to give it pro black.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie. Top deck Sword of Lightning Shadow there was very good, very good. You know, I'm not gonna disparage my own skill. I think I navigated the Mull of 4 pretty well. I did get lucky, certainly, a couple times there, which helped a lot.
So I'm going to sideboard in 2 Chalices, 2 Drown in the Locks, and a Terminate.
Terminate seems, yeah, so I would agree with these. Chalice, maybe a little weird. This deck's 1-drops, if you're familiar with it, are going to be Giver of Runes and Ephemerate. And I guess Aether Vial. All of those come out
Yeah, I suppose I don't really want to pay
before Chalice.
No,
And yeah, paying 4 for Chalice on 2, right? Because Chalice on 1 also hurts you a lot.
yeah, I wouldn't be paying it on 1.
So yeah, Chalice on 2 is 4 mana, and that's like kind of a steep thing. And if I have Thalia, then you're paying 5. So this is much better, yeah. I'd say EE is a much better pickup here. As for me, I don't actually know if I have a whole lot versus this, versus what you're doing specifically. I think I'm going to be after bringing Rest in Peace, which EE is traditionally good against. Not a bad pickup. And honestly, I think that's kind of what I am looking to play. I don't really have a whole lot else. A lot of my sideboard is tuned towards other decks. And I think the reason being is I think my main deck is already not bad against you, which is why I don't need to devote a lot of sideboard cards to sideboard. The Rest in Peace will help me against the DRCs and stuff, which are good. It can be awkward against your shadow draws. But otherwise seems mostly fine.
I mean, it works out in like the last game where I don't draw a shadow, so.
Yeah. As for cuts, back in the day, I would be cutting Aether Vial. Now, is that the same choice that I want to be doing in today's meta? Because the old adage used to be that you cut Aether Vial against the Thoughtseize decks because top decking Aether Vial against a deck that's already torn your hand up is not good.
Feels bad.
Feels bad. So, but what? But taking out just 2 vials seems weird to me. I don't know if there's really anything else I'd want to be bringing in.
So I'm going to take out 2 Spell Pierce,
Yep.
2 Baubles to swap for the explosives, and then a Preordain.
Yep, that seems fine to me. Seems fine to me.
See if it works out. It probably won't.
Yeah, I just gotta find out what I want to take. I think this matchup, Thalia's a little weird, so I'll probably trim on maybe 1, and then maybe the second one as well. Thalia's still good, it's just bad against specifically Bowmasters.
Yeah.
So is that enough to make me want to cut it completely?
I would add more.
Add more
go up to
Thalias?
5.
You know what, actually no, I think the cut is Anointed Peacekeeper, because your deck with auto removal, and Peacekeeper is better against decks that are less interactive, because then I can name a card to lock down for an extra 2 cost without worrying about it getting blown up.
Yeah, because Thalia alone makes about a third of my deck cost an extra mana.
Yeah, Thalia in is probably correct. So yeah, Peacekeeper, 2 Peacekeeper out, 2 recipes in is the only change I'll be making here. I'll be posting this later when it goes online on Death and Taxes Discord. So if I fucked up, now's your chance to embarrass me in front of everyone. All of our YouTube viewers. You can come and talk shit in the YouTube comments. I'll make sure I don't make a fool of myself trying to defend my terrible plays. So yeah, I think because my sideboard is a bit different from the Death and Cat mix list that I copied. That's just because I'm missing a couple cards. So I took some other inspiration from some other lists, like Karen's Obel is another guy who plays a lot of D&T, as well as an Italian fellow that goes by the name DG.
Okay.
Puts up a lot of D&T content, but it's all in Italian. So the YouTube captions do their best to figure out what they're saying.
Makes it hard to digest that content.
Yeah, sometimes. But very nice person. They are a skilled D&T player, and it's the fun thing about D&T is how interesting everyone's take is. There's not like a solidified list really. Everyone has their own kind of spin on the archetype. So you've taken 1 mulligan already, I see.
I've taken 1
You're on the play.
mulligan, and I will.
I'm gonna keep my hand. All right, we'll see if this 7 is kind to me.
All right, so if you are ready,
I am.
I will mire into a shock into a Ragavan,
Yep.
and then over to you.
All right, I will draw. I'll play a Plains into a Giver of Runes. I see your MH2 1-drop, and I raise you my MH1 1-drop.
No.
You can definitely see the power level difference of these 2 sets.
One is protection, one is aggression.
Yeah, and I mean, my card has room for flavor text on it. Your card has room for additional rules text because it's got so many words on it already.
Shock in a watery grave.
Yeah. Dum diddly dum.
We are going to pay 1 to Bolt the Giver,
Yep.
and then swing at you for 2.
Yep. Nothing to do with that. Would you like to cast a Rest in Peace?
I feel like that probably hurts me.
Probably. If I was you, I would not cast it.
Yeah, I'm definitely not casting it.
I would like you to cast it.
Yeah, I'm not. No.
If this was competitive, I might try to trick you into casting it. Be like, oh no, don't cast that Rest in Peace. Don't do it.
And then over to you.
Right, untap draw. Sure. We're gonna play Volatile Fault, a new addition to the deck from Caverns of Ixalan. It's half a Field of Ruin, half a Ghost Quarter.
Okay.
For 1 mana, I can tap and sacrifice it to destroy a non-basic land that you control.
Okay.
You get a basic to replace it, and I get a treasure.
Nice. Okay.
But I think at this point, I'm just gonna play 1 Stoneforge Mystic. Stoneforge enters if this resolves.
Oh yeah, it's gonna resolve.
Yeah. I'm gonna go search for an equipment, and I'm gonna put it into my hand. We're gonna go grab we're gonna grab Batter Skull.
Okay.
An old favorite. Old favorite. And then I'm gonna pass to you, Ryan.
Alrighty. Draw. Why not? I'm going to pay 2. I'm going to terminate the Stoneforge Mystic.
Yep. Boop.
Monkey.
Monkey me. Ooh. It's like an Aether Vial.
No, no, I don't.
All right.
And then over to you.
I want that. I'll draw. I will play a Plains.
Sure.
And I'll play an Archon of Emeria, a creature that strikes fear in Commander and Vintage players' hearts everywhere.
More than one spell.
The old 3 mana, 2/3 flying. Both of us can only play 1 spell per turn. But your non-basic lands enter the battlefield tapped.
Okay. Okay.
I'll pass.
Monster.
You monster. How could you?
And then we do
I
that.
thought we were friends.
I will terminate him.
Yup.
Yeah. Top deck of dreams. Monkey.
Sometimes this is what happens. You just like keep drawing removal. You're like a Solitude.
I'm good. Leave that shit in exile.
Keep it away from me.
Get it the hell away. And then I'll pass.
All right. Untap. Draw. I'll play a Sunbait Canyon. I will play an Archon of Emeria.
Oh my god.
Another one. And then I like to pass the turn.
Draw. Play a Fiery Islet, which will enter Taproot.
Yes. Taparood, huh? Taparino.
I'm gonna exile 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh.
5, 6, 7. Murktide.
Murktide Regent. Yeah, that resolves.
1, 2, 3. So he'll enter with 3. So he's a 6, 6.
That's large and in charge.
Then I'll pass the turn.
Alrighty. Untap, draw. I'm at 14 already. Oof. The monkey has been
3
doing
monkey
the
heads.
monkey thing.
Geppetto, go for the face.
No, not my money maker. All right, let's play a Gonjo.
Cool.
I'll take a damage off of this on Big Canyon. And I will attempt to resolve a Batter Skull.
So explain to me what it does, because I see that as Phyrexian.
What, you can't read that?
I cannot, no.
Come on, read the card explains the card.
I don't
dude.
speak hyper nerd.
Oh my god. Batter Skull is a 5-mana equipment. When it enters, it has Living Weapon. So it's going to make a germ that it automatically attaches to. What the equipment does is it gives the equipped creature +4/+4,
Okay.
Vigilance, and Lifelink.
Okay.
So effectively, this will come in and it'll create a dude, and so it'll be a 4/4 Vigilance Lifelinker.
Okay.
It costs 5 to equip, but I can also pay 3 mana to bounce it to my hand.
Okay.
That is all of the text.
Sure.
All right.
You're good to go.
Hooray! Here's my germ. It's a 4/4 Vigilant Lifelinker. And that will be it for me. Pass the turn.
I'm gonna pay 1. Bolt this damn bird.
Yep. My birds! My precious bird.
I will swing Murktide at you for 6 in the air,
I'll take 6.
and then pass to you.
All right, on top. Draw. 2 cards left, huh? Down to 7. 2 cards left, lots of mana. Well, let's try this. I will play a Sword of Light and Shadow.
Sure.
I will attempt to equip a Sword of Light and Shadow to my Germ by taking 1 damage.
Cool.
I'd like to go to combat. I'd like to attack you for 6.
So it's got trample, correct?
No, it has Vigilance, Lifelink,
and the
protection
ability
from black and red, +2/+2,
Okay.
+4/+4. So it's a 6/6, Vigilant, Lifelink, and then the Light and Shadow text.
All I needed to hear was pro black red.
Sorry, black-white.
Oh, black-white. Okay, that changes things.
Black-white.
And the sword triggers on damage?
On damage to you.
Okay, so then I would like to sacrifice the monkey.
All right. So I will still gain 6 life. Yeah. Hooray. But I will not get any sword triggers or anything like that.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pass turn.
Oh, and he has vigilances too.
Has Vigilance. Vigilance, Lifelink. Pro black-white.
I'm gonna sack my 2 treasures.
Yes.
In your end step to Bowie's.
Yes. Would you like to Bowie?
Your face! And then I'll do it again.
Yeah, seems good.
Top deck.
Of the century. Whoa! Pull out, let's get some pogs in the chat, dude.
We'll sack that. We'll take a peek.
See what I'm spinning into next.
So if I attack, you're gonna gain the extra life. Actually, it's got pro black, so if you block it, nothing happens.
Pro black, pro white.
Okay, so I want you to block, that's fine. I'm gonna swing 6, so I'll swing all of it. A total of 10.
All right, I will block the 2/2.
Cool beans.
So I will take 6, 7, 8, but then I will gain 6, so I'll take 2 total.
Does combat not happen because he's got pro black?
No, you just can't deal damage to him.
Okay.
You cannot take damage from a black thing. Do you want to roll that back?
No, that's fine. That's fine. You, oh, that should be sideways.
Yeah.
You still had a net loss, so.
I did. I still lost a little bit of life because these cancel out, but then this was extra damage. So this is dead though. I do deal 6 damage to that. That army. All right, off to me.
Pass to you, yeah.
All right, upkeep. I can draw.
Yep.
The cat. The arbiter. The arbiter of your destruction. I will attack you for 6. And I gain 6, and I gain another 3 because of the light and shadow trigger. And I will pick up an Archon of Emeria. The Arconius of Emerius. And so I have 5 mana. I will lose a life. And I'll play a Lunar Arbiter.
Okay.
And then I'll play this Archon as my second spell. Sequencing there, because if I play the Archon first, I wouldn't be able to play the Arbiter because I already cast 1 spell. A little bit of sequencing tech for the D&T fans at home.
Okay.
And that is a go.
I'm pretty sure we have lost.
Yeah, I was looking pretty good for you for a while, but yeah, once I was able to survive to get this in play. I think you need the Merc to have like a turn earlier.
I will expressively iterate.
Yep.
How big is this thing right now?
6/6. It is it is very heatable.
With that to hand.
You, however, cannot heat this turn because this is your 1 spell.
Yeah, that's fine. And there. So I'll do that differently. Have that Fizzle and exile.
Sure.
And then I will pass my turn.
Alrighty. Untap.
In your or at the beginning of your upkeep,
Yes.
before you're untapped,
Before I go into any draw shenanigans.
I would like to unholy heat that thing.
I accept. This germ died a horrible death.
You're just gonna equip it to something else and make it suck for me, but that's fine.
Alright, I will draw for turn. Whee. I'm at 16? That's not bad.
Yeah, I think you got it.
Yeah, I mean, I could be I could be rude to you first. I'll play a Volatile Fault.
Sure.
I'm gonna activate Volatile Fault. I'm gonna destroy your Blood Crypt.
Okay.
And I get a treasure. You get nothing, actually.
Oh, I don't get a land?
Actually, cannot search.
Right.
Because the Owner Arbiter is a mean man who hates fun.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do it on your Water Grave.
Okay.
And I need another treasure.
Well, now you definitely have it.
It's looking pretty good now, huh? It's looking not too shabby now. These are just hanging out over here. I can't actually get in because I don't have enough to equip the battle skull. I need 5 to equip battle skull. I have 4. I wanted to be cute with my fucking land destruction. I can equip sword, but I still can't get through the Murktide though. So I think what we'll do is I'll lose a life, and I will equip this sword onto the Archon. And then I'll pass to you.
Well.
So I have a 4/5 and a 2/2 right now.
Yeah, because if I swing it here, you're just gonna take it, and then you got that.
I'm at a healthy 15. I can certainly take 8 damage here.
Yeah, you know, I think my my only play is Fun Denial and Scooping.
That is allowed. That's allowed. Is to stop letting me jigsaw you.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like the Saw movies where it's like you have to cut off your own leg? It's like, nah, dude, I'm just gonna kill myself. It's fine. It's like, oh, but don't you care about the value of life? No.
Nope.
Actually,
No.
I care about you having the least amount of fun possible. So I'm just gonna sit here until the trap goes off, and that's it.
Oh,
We're
man.
done.
That is definitely interesting to play against.
Yeah, it's certainly an unorthodox deck. I mean, I think that I've always kind of believed that D&T is not a very good deck. You know, traditionally, it's like not that good.
So, yeah, I
think what it does prey upon is, I mean, like, there's no way to say this without like making me sound bad. So I apologize in advance. But it's certainly better against players that are less skilled because there's just so much more shit to think about and shit to worry about. Because all my cards are changing the rules and they're adding all these little things you got to think about, and you know, it's not like Burn, where Burn's doing things where you have to like think about how your deck works again.
yeah.
Right? I'm doing all this shit where it's like, oh no, you know, all of your stuff costs 1 more, or you know, you can't search your list. You can only play 1 spell per turn.
Yeah.
My stuff has protection from certain colors. Right? There's all these things you have to think about while you're also trying to pilot your own deck, which is often hard enough in Magic as it is to do your own game plan. Like when I first played Hammer, I was like, okay, this deck has got to be easy. Like, just put the hammer on, fucking kill him. How hard could it be? I played it, I'm like, wow, this deck's kind of fucking hard. You know, even ignoring what my opponent is doing, just trying to get my own deck to function is super, super hard.
Yeah.
And so yeah, this deck definitely preys on kind of almost overwhelming your opponent with just like random bullshit. You know, to like extra things to think about. Where it's like, I don't want to think about your fucking Leonar Arbiter. I just want to trying to figure out how to get to 13 life or 12 life and then put a big shadow to play and kill you. Like,
Exactly.
you know, I don't want to have to think about, you know, expressive iteration, figure out, you know, which card I want to pull out and, you know, which card to exile, card to put on the bottom when there's all this other, you know, stuff to think about. Because, you know, I'm not ashamed to admit that a lot of my wins have just been against opponents making mistakes.
I mean, that's what you're kind of hoping they do, right?
Yeah, this deck is a big mistake punisher, right? If I was playing against a computer, this deck gets considerably worse because they never make a mistake. You know, they never do the wrong thing ever. So this deck, you know, it specifically preys on people making mistakes, and I think that's why a lot of people don't like playing against it on average, because it makes you feel bad when you lose. Because you're like, fuck, I just like forgot this one thing this guy had in play, and I made a stupid play or whatever, right? Right? Like, yeah, like so many games, I'll have Archon in play, and they'll be like, okay, I'm gonna play a cantrip first. And you're like, okay. They do it like, okay, now I'm gonna do something else. Like, I'm sorry, you can't. You know, you forgot that you get one spell per turn, and now your whole turn is fucked, just because you just like forgot one thing.
Yeah.
You know, and that's definitely a bit of a miserable play experience from the other side of the table. But on the flip side, you know, this deck can be good outside of just annoying your opponent to death. The more linear and hyper focused your deck is, the easier it is to like put one little chink in the gears or whatever, right? Put a little chink in the chain,
Crack in the armor, yeah.
Crack in the armor, and then all of a sudden the whole deck starts falling apart. Right, where it's like, wow, like, you know, I run a certain amount of lands to cast my hyper efficient 1-mana spells, and then here I am, like, what if I destroyed one of them?
You've ruined it.
Holy shit! Now it doesn't work anymore. You know, like, wow. Right, like it's very similar to like the Cascade decks, where they're very good at getting to exactly 3 mana.
Yep. Right,
to do, you know, shut out Agent Battle Numbers and stuff.
Yep.
You mess with that at all, and all of a sudden the deck stops functioning half the time, because it's like, wow, the deck got you to 3 mana, but then your opponent took one of them. And now you're at 2, and the deck's like, we're done.
Yeah.
I did my part. I got your 3 mana. Everything's on you now. You're like, holy shit, like, I need a land now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely an interesting matchup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a weird one for sure. It's very, very cool from both sides. Those things I got to worry about. You know, like some of those interesting shadow matchups, or where they don't really play anything, and I get a couple guys in play. And they're sitting at like 17 life, and I'm like, am I supposed to hit them, or do I have to wait? Right? Because it's like if I'm putting you down to like 13, I'm like helping you.
Yeah.
But also I got to try to end the game. I can't just let you keep drawing cards every turn. It's like, what do I do? I've had a lot of matches where it's been right to hold back until you get like a shit load of things in play, and then you turn all sideways.
Yep.
And then I've had matches where doing that was wrong, because then, you know, you just let them draw into a bunch of interaction, they just kill all your stuff, and then they play Shadow, and you're like, fuck, I should have been swinging the whole time. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Exactly, and that's why I think Shadow is like, you know, a very cool, very honest modern deck.
It's fun.
It's a bit of a relic these days in today's hyper efficient meta, but I think this version is very good though. I like the, you know, the Dragon's Channeler, Ragavan, Murktide package, right? Iteration is an absurd card in the deck.
It's gross.
And what's nice is that it's not all in on the Shadow plan anymore, where you have just like a bunch of cards that get Shadow, you know, online. And if that falls apart, you're like, well, got a bunch of TBRs and Stubborn Denials and nothing to do with them, because they killed my one Shadow that I drew, and now I gotta wait till I draw another Shadow. Now you have
pretty fucked.
Yeah, right. You're just doomed. You know, and you know, it's a proven adaptation of the deck now, since it's verging off this kind of like Plan B, where in like a Solitude world, I mean, I've seen it happen to players. I've done it to players where they have like 2, maybe even 3 Shadows out, and I Solitude 1, and they all die.
Yeah.
It is the worst. I can just see the life like suck out of their eyes. There's like, this man just like, what do I do with a fucking, you know, put me, you know, not only does it board up you, it also puts you back up to 13. And you're like,
yeah.
Now I gotta find another fetch land to play, you know, if they have another Shadow. So, you know, even if that happens, you know, you're not dead. You can be like, well, that sucks. Okay, fine. Murktide.
We can rebuild. We have the technology.
Yes, I'll play Murktide, and you know, it's like a 6/6, a 7/7, whatever, and I'm gonna play with it. Or it's like, you know what, here's just a couple of drag race channelers, and they're just gonna swing in the air a couple times and you're dead.
There's definitely backup plans, but again, they're backup plans. You don't want them to be the main plan.
They are.
And when you don't draw into that shadow, and then that's...
Yeah, we didn't actually see shadow in both matches. It's kind of like Grixis Murktide over there. Which is a little sad, yeah, because shadow can swing the game a little bit, where, you know, it definitely makes games where it feels like I'm ahead, where I'm like, oh, like he's down to 5, and I got like, I got a couple attackers in play, we're good to go, and then you're like 8-8.
It would not have been relevant in any situation though in those games.
Yeah,
because having pro black.
Yeah, drawing the light and shadow both games was pretty lucky. I'm not gonna pretend like I skillfully like hoo. I shuffled it so that I skillfully had that. Yeah, that's called cheating, by the way. Skillfully shuffling your deck so cards appear on top. That's cheating, friends. I did not do that. I just got exceptionally lucky.
Yeah.
You know, and this is a matchup where, you know, if we played 100 games, it'd probably be close to like 50-50.
Yeah, I don't know. It's getting pro black in the black matchup is,
yeah,
chef's kiss.
Yeah, pretty good. Having a little, here's protection from most of your deck. Not bad.
All of your engines with the exception of the small little rinky-dink monkey.
Yes. Yeah, you're left with, I mean, you've got, you know, Murktide, Dragon Channel and stuff, but the deck also runs sort of Fire and Ice.
Yep.
So I mean, I could have easily drawn into that one and made the other half of your deck not do anything. So it's like,
I'd have rather red have been shut down. To be quite honest.
Yeah, red and blue.
Because losing out on Bowmasters and the DRC or the Death Shadow that I did not draw definitely doesn't help. But
yeah, because Bowmasters is a neat addition where, you know, it's a good card by itself.
yeah,
But traditionally back in the day, you know, sometimes Shadow would lose where they'd have one really big guy, but your opponent has a wide board. Like, well, I can eat his small thing, but everything else kills me. Bowmaster gives you a bunch of fun chump blockers to be like, buy you time so that you can kill him in the crackback with this huge one drop.
well, and until you had the pro black, there was things I could do with like being able to block to put some damage, and then I had the treasures and the mana to be able to flash in 2 Bowmasters and finish things off. So I was like, I at
you
least
go 1
have,
damage, then ping ping.
Yeah, I was like, I at least have 2 to 5 damage on board with that alone. But again,
Surprise damage.
pro black.
Yeah, pro black. Yeah, it turns all of that off. So I can see why Death and Cat makes decide to put the Sword of Light and Shadow main deck.
Oh, and especially now the Orzhov scam and
Is a big thing now too. Yeah, for sure. I
which
mean,
I guess doesn't touch the main, like the on the battlefield stuff, but still,
Yeah.
not being able to block with your grief.
Brutal, right? Being able to get some free blocks in, pretty nice. So
Well, to the trash with it.
to the trash. That deck is bad.
Garbage.
No, it's fine. But thank you so much for watching this video. You know, as usual, I am Derek. I'm drinking by Ryan.
Ryan, what's up?
And if you like this content, make sure to hit like, you know, comment, subscribe on our YouTube channel.
Do all the fun YouTubey things.
Yeah.
Help us out. Help the algorithm out. Let us know what we
Leave
did
a
wrong.
comment.
If we did something right, that'd be great to know too.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we're always asking for what we did wrong, but yo, if we made a sick play, be like, yo, dude, that was a sick play. I would love to be like, you know, at 10 minutes, 21 seconds, Ryan made a sick play.
That will never happen.
One day.
Or you can leave an awesome comment. We got one awesome comment from someone when we had the Amulet Titan matchup where he was like, hey, you asked for it, but he wasn't a dick about it. And you're out there, if you're watching this, thank you, you're awesome. He outlined like everything in long paragraph essay form.
It was like 0.1.
We graded him a B+ because we think some of it's plagiarized, but overall it was pretty awesome and we appreciate that kind of stuff. So anything that helps us is appreciated. And again, thank you for all your support. Until next time. We're the Wizards.
Bye-bye.